Well, it's shaping to be up a classic East versus West matchup. You heard from Todd Pletcher with his two, and the man that's going to be taking him on with the local hope is Bob Baffert with American Pharoah, is also with One Lucky Dane. And starting with American Pharoah, how does he shape up against the horses that we've seen Todd unleash out in the East Coast in New York and Kentucky?
Well, I thought, we were looking pretty good there until I saw Todd's horses run a week later. So it looks like a pretty competitive field. I mean, those two horses that he won with were pretty impressive. And so I think it's going to come down to the, you can have a good horse, but, you can get beat at the draw. It's very important, racing luck. So, but right now, getting this close, I feel really good about my my horses in here. So, I mean, that's why it's championship racing. It's not a gimme.
What's the best spot for them as far as finding a post position?
A spot where I'm happy with.
Not the rail?
We don't even talk about that. We don't discuss that.
Let's talk about some of your other horses, including Midnight Lucky. She's coming off the length of the layoff to get ready for this filly and mare sprint. What are some of the challenges that she's had to overcome to get ready for this race?
Well, we gave her some time off. There's a big gap in her races, but I wanted to freshen her up and have her ready for the Breeders' Cup filly mare sprint, because there wasn't really a lot to run her in. Same thing for Secret Circle. There wasn't a lot. And in order to be competitive in these races, I've learned from the past that, you sort of have to save your horses a little bit for the fall. That's when the big races are, and that's when the championships are handed out. So I want to be sure that I'm, like in the past, I remember I used to come to the Breeders' Cup. My record wasn't that good because they were basically just run out, and so we saved a little bit, and so hopefully it's been working pretty well.
Well, you've done so well with that in the sprint divisions. Midnight Loot comes to mind. Of course, Secret Circle with the prep race just a month out from the Breeders' Cup goes on and wins. What did you make of Secret Circle's prep race and recent workouts, and what sort of move forward have you seen from him since that race against Rich Tapestry?
Well, I mean, I think he ran well. He was in the one hole. He never got a breather. They were going pretty fast. He got a little tired. I was surprised. I thought I had him a little bit tighter than that, but he got beat by two good horses. I mean, that Rich Tapestry, he really impressed me. He looked fantastic in the paddock that day, and so it's one of those things where he came out of it. I could tell after the race he really needed it. His comeback worked strong a couple times, and matter of fact, I worked him with Indianapolis, who I wasn't really thinking about. Maybe I might run him, maybe not, but he worked so well the other day with Secret Circle. He worked from the gate, and they went 7/8 from the gate, and they were just toe-to-toe the whole way around there. And so, he's undefeated here. The horses like the track. They've won here, and I think that's a big edge when you've had a horse that likes the track.
Well, we'll see Indianapolis's name in the pre-entries with the Breeders' Cup Sprint in just a moment, but we've yet to get to the Classic, but we know that Bayern is part of that group. You're winless in the Classic, and as far as coming into this year, looking back at where this horse has taken you in the different races that you've been in, could you ever think that you'd be in this position with this horse in the Breeders' Cup Classic, considering all the different races we've seen from him?
Well, we thought we were going to win the Kentucky Derby with him earlier in the year, and he just had he was just immature, and just took him a while to come around. He was a late foal, and trying to figure out his style, and he really wants to get out there and really roll, and unfortunately there's some other horses that sort of have the same style. So when you have a one-dimensional pace setter, it's tough, just like with Game On Dude. It's so tough because they'll take your weapon away, and so but I can't worry about that. We just let him roll away from there and run his race.
Well, Bob, we look forward to all the bullets that you'll fire in Breeders' Cup 31. Best of luck.
Thank you.